Hey guys, it's me, Tony. Welcome to another episode of Let's Try It. So today we're going to be making buffalo chicken stuffed shells. You ever heard that before? I haven't. I eat buffalo chicken all the time. But in the stuffed shell? Absolutely had to try that when I saw the recipe. Looks really, really easy. Now, I tend to follow the directions, but I change them up a little bit because I've had some mishaps. So like when I'm making sauces and stuff, if it calls for a certain amount, I double it. If it calls for meat, I usually double it because ain't nothing worse than a little limpy shell that ain't really got a whole lot of meat in it. So it calls for a pound of ground chicken. So I got 2 pounds. So I'm just gonna double everything up because I like my shells nice and meaty and full of stuff like that, right? So really, really easy. I got the ricotta cheese. I had to go buy a cheesecloth, y'all. They said I gotta wring the moisture out of the cheese. So I got my cheesecloth. I'm ready to go. So first time making this, let's see how it goes. Let's get cooking. Alright guys, so I got the ground chicken, the 2 pounds. Remember I doubled it. I got that cooking on the stove. I got my cheesecloth. I'm going to attempt to squeeze the excess water out of this. Now I've heard of it being done, but I've never done it before. So this ought to be interesting. So I guess I'm just going to try to see if I can squeeze that out. I may need a spoon, I don't know. But it looks like it's coming out pretty good. Yeah, I pretty much got it all out. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to wring it. That's what I'm going to try to do. I still got a little bit more in there, so let me get something else to get the rest of this out. Be back in 1 second. So I got a knife so I can get the rest of the cheese out. Now I normally only use ricotta like for lasagna and stuff, so this ought to be some interesting shells. We shall see. So as you know, since I'm doubling everything, the recipe calls for 16 ounces. So this is 32. And let's see. So y'all let me know if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing it wrong, because I've never done it before. So basically, oh, is that what's supposed to happen? I don't know. I can feel the moisture on the thing. Oh, look at that. It's almost like milking a cow. Okay. I'm just gonna try turning it to get the excess water out. Very, very interesting. Now I was looking online and they were saying you could make your own whipped ricotta cheese, but then they said I could just, get a cheesecloth. So I got the cheesecloth. So look at that. I have never seen this before. This is really interesting to me. I know y'all can care less, but I'm actually loving this. For the people that have never used a cheesecloth to get the excess water out of something. It's pretty good. Alright, so my chicken is browned already. I've already drained off all the excess oil. So at this point, for those of you that know how to make buffalo chicken, you need butter and you need hot sauce. Pretty much all it is. So remember again, I'm doubling everything. So it's supposed to be 1/4 of a cup of butter, which is a half a stick. But since I doubled the chicken, I'm going to use a whole stick because half and half, is a whole. So we're going to do that. Put that in there so that can start to melt. And then we're going to put in the hot sauce. Now, of course, they suggested Frank's Red Hot because, they put that shit on everything. That's what the commercial says. I'm not a Red Hot fan person. I'm a Crystal person because, Louisiana is one of my favorite states. So I'm going to use Crystal. And it's 2 cups of that because, remember, everything is being doubled. So 2 cups. That's going to go in. And then we're just going to let all of this melt in together. And then we're going to add it to the cheese. Alright, so I melted the butter and hot sauce in with the chicken. It's already good to go. I did my cheesecloth thingy and wrung out the excess, liquid. I had to do some squeezing with my hands too because the twisty thing was like drip, 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 taking a really long time, and you know, I ain't got time for all that. So I think I drained most of the liquid off. And then at this point, all we do is add the chicken mixture to the cheese mixture. So I'm just gonna pour that all in there. And remember, you don't have to be like me and double everything, but I like a nice meaty shell. I don't like no little skinny shells, so don't be judging me because I like double meat in my stuff. And hey, if I have too much, I can always cook more shells, right? Not hard. So then at this point, we're just gonna mix this with the cheese. Oh, I can smell all that buffalo sauce. It smells amazing. And here's the crazy thing. At this point, this is gonna go in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 hours to chill. Then we're gonna take it out and put it in the shells and bake it in the oven. Right? Crazy. But anywho, that's what we're gonna do because that's what the directions said. So this is just about mixed in really good. I will see you in 3 to 4 hours, and we're gonna find out what these buffalo chicken jumbo shells taste like. Alright guys, so I let the mixture stay in the refrigerator for, it said 3 to 4 hours, so I left it in there for 4 hours. In the meantime, I cooked the shells. They said about 9 to 10 minutes because you want them firm, a little bit of salt and water, so I did that. Yeah, this prep work, pain in the ass. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of stuffing shells. Not at all. Very messy, took too long, but I did it. So this is how they look. I have more shells left over, and I have more mixture left over. So they said that they do freeze well, so I'm gonna bake these and see how they turn out. So now we have to put on the shredded cheese. So it's a mixture, you know, the Colby Jack and the Monterey Jack. So I'm gonna put that on top. And then we're going to put some salt and pepper on. So I got the finely shredded. I guess you can get whatever kind you want. This is just the one I grabbed. So it says to use the whole bag, but to me I think it's going to be too much. So I'm probably just going to use half the bag. Even though I like a lot of cheese. Because I do. I love cheese. But I think this whole thing is going to be too much. So this bakes for 15 to 20 minutes on 375. And I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. I don't like a whole lot of salt, so I'm only going to use a little bit. And then some pepper. And then we're going to put this in the oven. And take it out in 20 minutes. And we'll see what these buffalo chicken stuffed shells taste like. Alright guys, so I baked them for 20 minutes. And this is how they turned out. They look good. They smell amazing. I mean, they smell really, really good. So, I got my green onions for my little garnish to make it really pretty. You know, you gotta have some garnish. You can't have a dish without any garnish. So, alright, I got that going on. Now, the question is, buffalo chicken, what do you like? Ranch, blue cheese. I like both. So, I think I'm going to try it with the blue cheese. So, I'm going to make a plate, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright guys, now for the taste. I'm so excited. I don't want to burn my tongue. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Yep. As much of a pain in the ass the prep work was, I would definitely make these again. Oh my God. Absolutely a Facebook win. Buffalo chicken stuffed shells. I'll see you next time on Let's Try It. Oh my God. If you enjoy these videos and you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel.